we have a deeper understanding of the subconscious mind and limiting beliefs. Now let's talk about how they got there in the first place, which relates to the story of you. This is a beautiful story that illustrates how we end up having all of these limiting beliefs inside our bodies, inside our subconscious, and inside our energies. And it's going to be very enlightening for you to understand. And so the story of you starts when you were born. And as you are born, you spend the first 7 years of your life in a very open state of awareness. If you see it from the lens of the science of brainwaves in humans, you are in what we call the theta brainwave state. The brainwaves can also be mapped to the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is directly related to the theta brainwave state. You've probably heard that saying, it runs in the family, right? You, in a way, absorb the beliefs and the patterns of your parents because from 0 to 7, you're in a big state of theta. And because theta is directly related to the subconscious, just imagine that there wasn't a filter and you were taking all of that in. We're just going to absorb it fully. And this is how we start to absorb and inherit limiting beliefs, trauma, trapped emotions, and they start to get stuck and stored in different parts of our subconscious mind. The other interesting relationship of the story of you is that of your chakras and your subtle body. A lot of people don't know that when you're a baby, your energy centers or your chakras are also completely open without any filter. And the chakras really store your deepest programming and identity about you. Just as I shared with the 7 limiting beliefs related to the 7 energy centers. When you're a baby, those chakras are fully open without filter. So you cannot filter negative polarized energy or positive polarized energy. You're just absorbing all of those beliefs, right? And as they go into your subconscious, they start to be stored in different energy centers. And that is how we end up clogging and blocking those chakras and energy centers. And going back to the analogy of the subtle body, the nervous system, and the physical body, we can see how the subtle body is the power source to the computer, which is the physical body. But when we have so many energy centers that are blocked with limiting beliefs, with invisible blocks, with trauma, with suppressed emotions, then that energy, that power source of aliveness, of vitality, what we call life force, is not able to go fully to where it needs to be. So it's not reaching your nervous system, it's not reaching fully your physical body. And this is how we truly create dis-ease in the body. This is how we create chronic illness or limiting beliefs or fears of rejection or beliefs that I'm not good enough. All of those limiting beliefs, those energy centers, and then we cannot get that vital life force that allows us to be our most authentic true self without fears of rejection, without fears or beliefs about what other people might think of us. And that is what we call the story of you, of the personality, of the false self, really, because your true self can't really be touched by any trauma, by any fear, right? And I want you to know that if you're dealing with anxiety or stress or any challenge with life, I want to tell you from personal experience that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I know that your essence, your soul, your spirit, your essence can never be touched by anything. And this, my friend, is what we call the journey into your limitless potential. This is what it's all about. The journey is about going within and removing those invisible blocks that are preventing you from reaching your full potential, actualizing and unlocking that full potential, and allowing that to ripple and create an effect where you make a bigger impact in the world. This is the most exciting journey in the world. And this is exactly what you're going to be learning on this channel. And this is why we call this the Become Limitless podcast.